Chosen one, it is time to tell you everything. You must not scroll away, not now, not from this. You have been asking God for answers, crying silently for understanding, questioning why certain things had to happen the way they did. This is the moment everything begins to make sense. This is not just another video. This is your turning point. Your peace, your breakthrough, your clarity has been waiting behind this very moment. If you walk away now, you risk missing a word straight from heaven that was meant to set you free. You've waited too long for this. This is sacred. This is urgent. This is yours. Comment Amen to open your heart to what is about to be revealed. I have watched you. Every night, when the weight of life became too heavy to carry, and you sat in silence, wondering if I still saw you. I did. I saw every tear, heard every thought, and felt every ache in your soul. Chosen one, you have carried battles I never intended for you to face alone. You have carried people, burdens, and silence. But now, it is time to tell you everything. What you thought was rejection was actually redirection. The people who walked away were never meant to carry your promise. The doors that slammed shut were sealed by my hand. Because what I am building in you cannot be interrupted by temporary voices or counterfeit paths. You prayed for destiny, and I began the shaking. You cried for purpose, and I allowed the breaking. Every no was the beginning of a greater yes. You've been marked since birth. You've always been different, sensitive, discerning. You felt things deeper than others. You knew when something was wrong without words being spoken. You saw the truth behind smiles. You loved with intensity and forgave even when it hurt. That was not weakness. That was divine wiring. I made you that way. I placed a radar in your spirit because you were born to lead, not follow. Born to tear down cycles, not repeat them. I have hidden you in plain sight, covered you when you thought I forgot you. I didn't. I was keeping you away from what would contaminate what I placed inside of you. Some people saw your light and tried to dim it with lies, manipulation, jealousy. They gossiped, they mocked, they excluded you. But the truth is, they sensed your calling. They knew, even before you did, that you were not ordinary. They were intimidated by what I had not even revealed to you yet. Comment 1111 if you believe this is not random. This is divine timing. You are not behind. You didn't miss it. Nothing that belongs to you will ever pass you. I am the God who redeems time. What looked like delay was divine development. While they were running ahead, I was anchoring you in secret places. While they were building platforms, I was building your foundation. Because when I launch you, it will not be shallow, it will be sustained. I am not just giving you a moment, I am giving you a mission. There is a reason your soul could never settle, a reason you felt misplaced. You weren't created to blend in, you were made to stand apart. You were made to carry glory. That heaviness you felt was not depression, it was the weight of your mantle. You were not going crazy, you were becoming the voice, the intercessor, the deliverer, the vessel I destined you to be. And yes, it has been painful, yes, it has been lonely, but it has not been in vain. You ask me why the warfare increased when you got closer to me. It is because darkness always attacks what threatens it. You became a threat when you chose righteousness over revenge. You became dangerous when you chose obedience over comfort. Hell doesn't fight those who are empty. It targets the ones who are full of fire, the ones who dare to believe, the ones who pray with tears and worship through storms. And you, yes, you are one of them. I chose you when you felt most unqualified. I called you when you felt most broken. I saw gold in your wounds, strength in your scars, purpose in your past. I've been preparing people to bless you. I've been raising intercessors to pray for you. I've been dispatching angels to protect you. Every single time you thought you were forgotten, heaven was actually getting busy on your behalf. Now hear me. This is not the time to shrink back. Not now, not after everything you've survived. You didn't come this far to quit. You didn't walk through fire to sit in silence. You didn't cry all night to stay asleep during your awakening. I am shaking you awake. I am breathing fire back into your voice. You have too much inside of you to remain in fear. I am unlocking dreams that have been dormant, reawakening gifts you thought were gone. You're about to see how nothing was wasted. Not the trauma, not the heartbreak, not the betrayal. Every part of your story is about to become part of someone else's freedom. I didn't just save you for you. I saved you for the ones who would hear your voice and rise. This is why the enemy tried to silence you, why he sent wave after wave. He wanted your identity buried, your confidence shattered, your mind confused, but he underestimated your resilience. He underestimated the anointing. He underestimated me in you. Because what is born of the Spirit cannot be destroyed by the flesh. You didn't just survive, you've been sanctified. You asked me for truth, and I'm giving it to you now. You are not cursed. You are called. You are not forgotten. You are favored. You are not wandering. You are being led. I am still the God of miracles, and I am not done with you. What I began, I will finish. What I promised, I will fulfill. Your latter days will be greater than your former. You will recover all. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading so quickly everywhere? Recent CIA leaks have revealed a strong brain ritual that triggers an instant flow of wealth. This short technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly transforming lives. From heavy debt to dream vacations, this could be your path to abundance. If you are seeing this, consider yourself lucky, because the page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. And yes, there are blessings you didn't ask for coming. There are people you haven't met yet who will love you purely. There are doors that will open without effort. There are moments coming that will make every tear feel worth it. You will laugh again, dance again, hope again, breathe again. Because I am doing a new thing, and it begins now. And all of this is only the beginning. There is more I have to tell you, chosen one, but first, rest in this. You are seen. You are heard. You are deeply loved. That wasn't coincidence. That was my hand. I didn't let the darkness have you. I didn't let the storm drown you. Even when you didn't feel me, I was there. Holding, shielding, whispering to your heart, just hold on a little longer. I know how weary your soul has been. You've been trying to stay strong, but the truth is, some days you felt too tired to even pray. You carried silent battles. You smiled for others while hiding your breaking points. You stayed faithful while your heart was silently bleeding. That didn't go unnoticed. Every silent surrender, every unseen act of kindness, every time you chose love, when you had every right to retaliate, heaven saw it. And heaven never forgets seeds sown in pain. Comment 222 if you trust that your harvest is coming. You think I've been silent, but I've been speaking through the stillness. The silence wasn't punishment, it was preparation. I had to remove certain distractions so you could hear me clearly. I had to separate you so I could sanctify you. You were praying for me to open doors, but I was first trying to make sure the room inside of you could carry the weight of the blessing. A weak foundation can't handle a strong wind, and the wind that's coming will be powerful. You thought you were waiting on me, but truly, I was waiting on you. Waiting for you to stop looking at what others were doing, waiting for you to stop comparing timelines, waiting for you to trust that I never start something without finishing it. Your life has never been ordinary. That's why it's taken longer. I'm not just giving you answers, I'm giving you authority. I'm not just giving you favor, I'm giving you wisdom to carry it with humility and discernment. The way you love is different. The way you see is different. The way you endure is different. That's because the oil on your life is costly. You paid a price in secret that few will ever understand. You forgave when no one apologized. You gave when no one returned it. You believed when there was no evidence. You stood when everything tried to knock you down. That is why the blessing on your life will confuse many. Because they saw your struggle, but they won't understand your rise. There's a reason I allowed the isolation. There's a reason I kept certain people from supporting you. I needed you to learn that my voice is enough. I needed you to know who you are, apart from titles, applause, and validation. I needed you to become so grounded in me that no storm, no failure, no betrayal, no success could shake your identity. You're not who they said you were. You're not what you lost. You're not what you did. You are who I say you are, and I say you are chosen. You've been carrying pain that wasn't yours to carry, shame that I never placed on you, fear that doesn't belong in your story. I am lifting those things now. Let me do it. You don't have to keep pretending. You don't have to keep carrying strength you no longer have. Let me be your strength. Let me restore what you buried. You didn't even realize how many dreams you placed in a box because of fear, disappointment, or guilt. But I kept them safe, and I'm handing them back to you now. You are stepping into a season where the things that used to break you will not have the same power. The triggers that once sent you into silence will begin to lose their hold. The words that once crushed your confidence will fall flat. Because I am renewing your mind, I am healing your heart, and I am making you bold again. You are not fragile, you are not damaged. You are a vessel of glory, shaped by the hands of the potter, fired in the furnace, and now ready for the table I've prepared. Comment 555 if you know this word was sent for your soul. Your prayers have power, even when they feel small. Your worship has moved heaven, even when your voice cracked through the tears. Every time you lifted your hands despite the heaviness, you were shifting atmospheres. Angels surrounded your home, not because everything looked perfect, but because your faith remained. Do you realize what kind of strength it takes to keep believing when nothing looks like the promise? That is the strength I placed inside of you. That is the strength that scares hell. You've cried out to me, asking when things will finally change. And here is my answer. Things are already changing. The shift isn't coming. The shift has already started. You just haven't seen the full fruit yet. But the seed is already in the ground. The roots are already spreading. The wind has already shifted. You will see evidence soon, but don't wait for evidence to believe. Believe now, trust now, praise now, because your faith is fertilizing the harvest that is on the way. I am not just writing a new chapter in your life. I am writing a new book. The old pages will no longer define you. The labels that were placed on you, whether by others or by yourself, are being erased. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are my beloved, my masterpiece, my warrior, my child. And I am well pleased with you, even in your weakness, even in your doubt, even in your weariness. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into success? A confidential CIA finding exposes a unique 7-second practice that activates money, attracting brainwaves automatically. Backed by science and 4 elite labs, this simple home ritual is helping struggling people move into dream lifestyles. But this page may not stay live. Click the link in the description and comments before it is wiped from the internet. This is the time I tell you what you've longed to hear, that you are not too late, that your best days are not behind you, that your prayers are not wasted, that your story is not over, that your pain has a purpose, that I still have more for you, that you are the one I have been preparing, that the battles you faced were not punishments, but platforms. Yes, chosen one, I see it all, the silent nights, the broken trust, the years of trying to prove your worth. You don't have to prove anything to me. I already know who you are. I placed eternity in your heart for a reason. The fire inside of you may have dimmed, but it never went out. And now, I'm fanning it into flame again, because you are needed. You are part of something bigger than you've imagined. There is a generation waiting for your voice. This isn't just about you. It's about legacy. It's about every life that will be touched because you didn't quit, because you kept believing, because you stayed when it would have been easier to run, because you chose forgiveness, because you chose me. There are blessings coming to your house, not just for your sake, but for your children and your children's children. You are building something eternal. There is no failure too big for me to redeem, no mistake too deep for me to reach, no past too messy for me to restore. I am the God who brings beauty from ashes, joy from mourning, praise from despair, and I am doing it for you right now. Not because you earned it, but because I love you. I always have, and I always will. It was protection. I had to keep some blessings sealed until you were ready to carry them with clarity, not confusion. You were asking me to show you the full picture, but if I had revealed it too soon, you would have run ahead without the roots to sustain it. I had to let the pressure shape you. Yes, it was uncomfortable. Yes, it was lonely, but gold is refined by fire, not comfort, and you, beloved, are gold. I allowed what hurt, not to destroy you, but to define the strength I placed in you. That deep pain, that relentless crushing, it was all a part of birthing something eternal in your spirit. I never meant for the pain to stay forever. I only meant for it to unlock the version of you I originally designed. Comment 333 to declare your faith through every fire you've walked through. You see, every time they left you, every time they betrayed you, every time they doubted you, I was using that. I was chiseling away every lie you believed about yourself. Every rejection carved a deeper well in you to carry my glory. If they had stayed, you would have leaned on them instead of me. If they had supported you, you would have trusted their applause more than my voice. So I stripped it down to you and me, because before I build with you publicly, I always rebuild you privately. Your isolation was not a curse, it was a classroom. That wilderness wasn't punishment. It was a proving ground. You were learning how to pray when no one else was praying for you. You were learning how to listen when everything around you was silent. You were learning how to praise when nothing made sense. And that kind of faith, that stubborn, bleeding, quiet faith, is unshakable. That's the kind of faith I'm about to reward openly. Now watch closely. This is the hour where those who mocked you will witness your rising. Not because you're seeking revenge, but because you kept your heart clean. I am going to honor you in front of the very places that tried to bury you. I'm not just restoring your name, I'm elevating your voice. I'm setting your feet on ground that once trembled beneath your pain. And you will not return to that brokenness. That chapter is over. Don't look back. Don't revisit what I've already removed. Don't go searching for old comfort in places I've called you out of. I have something new for you, something holy. But to receive it, you must release the old version of yourself, the one that doubted, the one that apologized for taking up space, the one that made themselves smaller so others could feel comfortable. That version is no longer necessary. It served its time. Now rise into who I've called you to be. I'm awakening the lion in you. You've been too quiet for too long. You've downplayed your anointing to avoid conflict. You've kept your dreams in the background so you wouldn't upset others. But I didn't give you those dreams to bury them. I didn't pour fire into your soul for it to sit behind closed doors. The time to stay silent has passed. I'm calling you to speak, to lead, to stand, and when you do, heaven will back you. Comment 777 if you know it's time to rise and walk into your authority. There's something sacred about the way you've held on when everything told you to let go. You thought it was weakness that made you cry. But I say it was strength that kept you tender in a world that tried to harden you. You are not too emotional, you are not too much. You are exactly as I made you, fierce in love, deep in spirit, powerful in silence. This is why I chose you, because your heart mirrors mine. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many people are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has surfaced, revealing a brain technique that pulls in wealth almost like magic. It takes just 7 seconds, can be done at home, and is supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are leaving debt behind and enjoying luxury right now, but this information might be removed soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. I have not only been working on your behalf, I've been working inside of you. I've been enlarging your heart for what's to come, enlarging your vision, enlarging your territory. But I've also been removing the limits you didn't even know you had, the ones they placed on you with their words, the ones shame placed on you from past decisions, the ones fear placed on you when the storms came. I'm breaking those limits now. You are not defined by the labels others gave you. You are defined by what I placed in you before the world had a say. And I say you are called, you are strong, you are ready. The enemy has tried every strategy to convince you otherwise. He's tried to delay you with distractions, discourage you with setbacks, and divide you from those who truly care. But none of it worked. Why? Because I placed something in you he cannot touch. I gave you a promise, sealed in heaven and covered by my blood. And what is sealed by me cannot be undone by man. You've been crying out for clarity, and this is it. I am not hiding my will from you. I'm revealing it step by step. You won't have every detail at once, but you will have enough light to take the next step. Trust me. Even when the path feels uncertain, my hand is steady. I'm not leading you into confusion. I'm leading you into calling. And yes, it's going to require you to walk by faith, not by sight, not by approval, not by emotion, but by my spirit. You'll know it's me by the peace that settles when you say yes. You'll know it's me by the doors that don't need to be forced. You'll know it's me by the way your soul breathes again after holding its breath for too long. This next chapter won't look like the last. You won't be striving, you'll be walking in rhythm with me. You won't be begging, you'll be receiving. You won't be hiding, you'll be shining. Because you've been through enough to know that your help doesn't come from people, it comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. And that God, me, I am with you. There are miracles that have been held back for this appointed time. relationships that will align because you are finally healed enough to handle them, resources that will be released because you're mature enough not to idolize them, opportunities that will come not because you chased them, but because you obeyed. This is the reward of those who wait upon the Lord. I will renew your strength. I will lift you up on wings like eagles. You will run, and you will not grow weary. You will walk, and you will not faint, because my Spirit will be your fuel. My love will be your anchor. My promises will be your confidence. You won't need to explain yourself. You won't need to prove your worth. You are already approved. You are already enough. And what I've started in you will not be stopped. Chosen one, you are stepping into the days that prophets longed to see. You are walking in answered prayers that generations cried out for. You are not small in my eyes. You are part of something eternal, and the heavenlies are rejoicing over your yes, but not just as it was. It will be pressed down, shaken together, and running over. You didn't lose to stay empty. You lost so I could fill you with what was truly meant for you. You may not see it yet, but the seeds you planted in tears are beginning to break through the soil. What seemed dead is coming alive. What you buried in surrender, I never forgot. I counted every prayer, every moment you gave, without expecting anything back. I saw when you were the one encouraging others, while no one was checking on you. I saw how you poured into others, even when your own cup felt dry. And I am a God of justice, I will repay. Comment 999 if you trust that the Lord's repayment is always right on time. Many looked at your life and misunderstood the silence. They assumed you were stuck. They assumed nothing was happening. But what they didn't see was the deep work I was doing beneath the surface. You were being rooted, anchored, purified. I was teaching you how to walk by faith, not applause. I was teaching you how to rely on my whispers, not the noise of the crowd. And now, when the fruit begins to appear, it will be undeniable that it came from me. The blessing that is coming will not just change your life, it will reveal who I have always been. Others will look and say, only God could have done this. That's how I've planned it. So that my glory is made known through your story. You've endured so much, but you never gave up. You felt like giving up, yes, but you didn't. And that is why this moment matters. This is your reward for trusting me in the dark. There were times when the enemy whispered, if God really loved you, you wouldn't be suffering like this. But I need you to understand something. My love was never absent in your suffering. In fact, it was my love that kept you through it. The enemy tried to break your faith, but all he did was break the lies that surrounded it. He thought the pressure would crush you. He didn't know it would refine you. You've been walking with open wounds, trying to love, serve, and obey through pain no one else could see. But I've been your healer all along. Every scar is a testimony that the wound didn't win. You are not just a survivor, you are a warrior clothed in grace. And now, healing is coming like a flood. Not just for your body, but for your mind, your emotions, your soul. You will rest without nightmares. You will laugh without guilt. You will live without fear. Comment 1010 if you receive that kind of full, deep, complete healing. Why are so many people saying this CIA ritual changed their life in only 7 seconds? This leaked CIA method is powerful and effective. A short brainwave technique, backed by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping regular people move from broke to prosperous. Dream homes, cars, and trips are becoming possible. But this video could be taken down at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments now before it is gone. You've battled shame long enough. I didn't call you to live under condemnation. My son did not go to the cross so you could live with your head down. He died and rose again so you could walk in freedom, boldness, and joy. Shame is a lie. Guilt is a chain. I have broken both, so stop rehearsing your past when I've already redeemed it. You are forgiven, washed, made new, and nothing you've done can undo the blood that covers you. Yes, I know what happened. Yes, I know where you've fallen, but my mercy is stronger, my grace is wider, and my plan is still intact. You haven't disqualified yourself. You haven't missed your moment. I don't use perfect people. I use surrendered ones. And the fact that you're still here, still seeking me, still believing, even through your tears, that is the kind of heart I can use. There's a shift coming in your identity. You've seen yourself as small, but I call you mighty. You've seen yourself as broken, but I call you whole. You've seen yourself as forgotten, but I've never taken my eyes off you. I've held every moment, every memory, every cry. You are known in heaven. Your name is not just written, it is etched into my hand. That's how close you are to me. You don't need to perform to earn my love. You don't need to do more to be accepted. You already are. When you were at your lowest, I loved you just as much as when you were at your strongest. My love does not rise and fall with your actions. It is steady, unshakable, eternal. And it is this love that is going to carry you through this next chapter. I'm calling you into deeper trust now. I'm calling you to let go of the safety nets you built when you were afraid I wouldn't come through. I'm calling you to drop the backup plans, the just-in-case strategies. I am your provider. I am your waymaker. I am your source, not your job, not your relationships, not your own strength. Me. And I will never fail you. I will make a way where there is no way. I will part waters. I will move mountains. I will shut the mouths of lions. I will do it for you, not because you have all the answers, but because you've given me your heart. That's what I've wanted all along. Not perfection, just surrender. Just a willingness to say, God, I don't know how, but I trust you, and you do trust me. Even when you question, you trust. Even when you struggle, your heart still leans toward me. That's why I'm about to show up in ways that will leave you in awe. You're going to see doors open without you knocking. You're going to see provision where there was once lack. You're going to see divine connections arrive without your effort. Because I go ahead of those who trust me. I prepare the path. I straighten the crooked places. I will not let you fall. I will not let your enemies triumph. I will not let the story end in defeat. You were born for more than survival. You were born to walk in glory. Not your own, but mine, shining through you. And as you step forward, light will follow, favor will follow, peace will follow. Because my presence is with you, and in my presence there is fullness of joy. You are not an accident. You are not a mistake. You are not too broken. You are not too late. You are exactly where I need you to be for such a time as this. Every moment, every trial, every delay was shaping you. You didn't understand it then, but you will. Soon, very soon, the pieces will come together, and you will lift your hands and say, "It was all worth it."